Okay, I'll try to be as brief as possible because there's not much time, but I believe that people, not that they don't care, but that they don't know, and therefore I think it's very important for people to understand and see one case of thousands of what happens here. Right? On the same day of the verdict, my son, he begged me not to do anything when the Arabs tried to kill us, and busted our front windshield and tried to knock us off the road with their Masaid. Right? He said, Abba, please, just let's try to stop them, call the police, and we'll be able to get to my last trial for the verdict, and I can start a life which was taken away from him for a number of years because of what happened and what was done to him in Gush Katif. So I did that. I stopped the truck basically without going into the whole Sipur. He tried to attack me even then, and I called the police. I called the police. So I called the police. Shh, לא לדבר. I called the police, and in the end, the police arrested me, let him go. I was put in jail after being brought to the hospital because they ran over my leg, and in the end, it was when I went up before the judge, she said, I tend to believe your story and not the story of the Arabs. I see all their all of their stirot, contradictions, and but you are a bully. And I said, why am I a bully? And she said, because normal people do not do things like that. They would not try to stop the truck. They would they would stop the car, write down the number, and after writing down the number, call the police and leave it in the hands of the police. I said, Your Honor, I understand now what normal people would do, and you're right, I'm not a normal person, okay? But just a week ago, I heard that 750,000 shekels was already paid to try and catch a mass rapist who had escaped from prison, and in the end, a civilian caught him and brought him to the police. What? I asked her, was this rapist supposed to continue raping and have them spend 750 million shekels, 750 billion shekels until he was caught and until he continued raping? Or was it okay for civilians to do something? And she told me to sit down and shut up. In the end, I told them that I'm not shutting up, and they started talking about me going to jail or not going to jail or going back after being in and out of jail for a long time in different kinds of administrative detentions because they said that I would cause problems during the dismantling of Gush Katif. In the end, I told them I'm not willing to play these games anymore. My family is already being destroyed. We don't have anything to eat. Nobody knows or cares because they don't know about it. But this way, if I'm in jail all the time, people will take care of a family that maybe can still survive if good people know about it. In the end, what happened was, when I told her that, she told me to sit down and shut up. In the end, I said, I'm not sitting down and shut up. You're going to put me back in jail. And she said, I decide who goes to jail, not you. I said, no, I decide who goes to jail. I'm not playing this game anymore. You're not going to make me in house arrest or not house arrest. I don't want you to talk to the prosecutor anymore about anything. We're finished. Just lock me up. In the end, she says, I'm not locking you up. And she called the guards and she said, throw him out of this courtroom and send him home. So everyone thought that was very, very funny in the courtroom, that the only way you don't go to jail is if you want to go to jail. But in the end, just recently, after all this trial and everything was done, even the judge who saw the same thing, that the Arabs were guilty of what they did, he still found me guilty of attacking the Arabs and threatening them at gunpoint, which was all complete lies, and he had absolutely no facts to support this, which not only were there no facts to support this, but it was a complete fabrication by the Arabs, saying instead that I tried to attack them instead of them attacking me. They said that I loaded the gun and went to shoot them. The police took my gun, which was not loaded. It was locked in my holster. It didn't make any difference, all the facts that they saw. They still decided to make me guilty. Now, in a little while, they're going to have what they call Tiyun Onish, where they decide how much time I will have to sit in jail. Right? The point is, it's enough, and it's about time that people understand that we have to stand up for these political renditions of leftist so-called judges who think that they can destroy families because they are not politically correct. And I would like your support, and you can call me at 0547-650-532. And the Amutah that I have started is not only to build up, again, the educational farm, but to support and help families who have been and are now being destroyed or will be destroyed because the government locks them up and does different kinds of things to people who try to fight for the land of Israel and according to God's laws. And I hope and believe that the Jewish people do not want this to happen anymore. Thank you.